splash on the treatment of drinking water and how the risk of infections from pathogens is reduced. We'll be diving a little deeper on the issues affecting your drinking water.
Pathogens.
What are those?
Well, pathogens are defined as an agent causing disease or illness to their host. They can be found in the form of bacteria, virus or fungus and become transmitted in water after being excreted or occurring naturally in the ecosystem.
This is a real problem, especially in developing countries where 4 out of 5 of all illnesses are caused by waterborne pathogens. It is estimated that 1.1 billion people are denied the access to treated drinking water.
It is a different case, of course, in developed nations such as Australia, where water is filtered and cleaned in water filtration plants. Orange's own filtration plant is known as the Isley Road Filtration Plant, where our crew is on the scene with Jeff.
Hi Julian, yes, here we are at the Isley Road Filtration Plant. Let's go take a look. This is water pre-treatment. Imagine all the pathogens in that.
Here we are at the first step of water treatment, coagulation. Chemicals are added to the water and attach themselves to the suspended particles. This is known as floc. These are some of the chemicals used in the coagulation process.
Next up, sedimentation.
The sedimentation is now called floc.
And it drops to the bottom. Every 10 hours or so, these come along and scrape the bottom of these sedimentation tanks, taking with them all of the floc.
Water then passes through this weir into the filtration tanks where it is polished through 3 layers of particles, coal, sand and garnet.
Do you see infection?
So oxygen enters these chambers and goes through a high voltage system where it is split from O2 to O3.
The water then flows into these tanks behind me where they are treated with ozone gas. This kills the pathogens. The water then comes into these tanks where the pathogens are removed. The ozone gives the water a blue look.
In the final stage of disinfection, the water is hit with gaseous chlorine. This kills any of the final pathogens in the water and ensures that as the water travels down into the city of Orange, it will have a residual against pathogens.
The wastewater from the plant comes out this far side of the lagoon, travels around. The cleaner parts of the water are then filtered out and are then recycled back into Suma Dam and the process starts again.
Here we are in the lab where water is tested every day for fluoride, chlorine, pH, turbidity, colour and manganese.
After meeting the water guidelines in the lab, the water is then moved into these large storage tanks. These tanks hold approximately 1.5 days worth of water.
From the large tanks at the plant, water is distributed to households around the Orange District pathogen-free.
That's the Isley Road Filtration Plant. Cheers for the help, Glenn. Back to the studio.
Thanks Glenn and the Isley Road Filtration Plant. We now cross live to the laboratory where the ladies will show us some alternatives to the treatment of drinking water.
Hello and welcome to the lab.
Now, the first alternative to purification of drinking water is the boiling of water. This denatures the pathogens and reduces the risk of infection.
The second alternative we have here today is purification tablets. They are placed in the water and chemicals work to denature pathogens. This prevents infections.
Pathogen
Pathogen-free.